Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. You watching EmceeTV The Podcast, coming at you live from EmceeTV Studios in Des Moines, Iowa. Shout out to the homies with me today. As always with me, my bro.
This your boy, Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast, and they know.
Hell yeah. And our special guest for today is the homie.
About the music, ATM with 93 and Alive. What's up, everybody? What's up, world?
About the music.
It's nice to have everybody up in here today, yo. It's
for real.
It's a little warm in the studio. I'm sweating a little bit, but we getting it on. We making it happen, you know.
This motherfucking Tuesday, man. How y'all feeling today, man? Did y'all have to work your day jobs?
I had the day off today. I had to run around, and my son got his permit today. He just got old enough to get behind the wheel.
Wow.
So yeah, so I had to run out there and get him all set up. And then I just got back from Walmart and, you know, just running around, knocking shit off the to-do list. Shot a couple emails out to some folks.
Yes, sir.
More guests up in here.
Walmart.
Yeah, you know, I got to do this shopping.
Walmart.
How about
Now I'm on my last day of PTO. It's my 5th day of PTO. I just been chilling with the kids and about to hit the road. At the house, you know, doing what I need to do around here.
Shit, your audio's breaking on my end.
To go back to.
Yeah, I lost you.
So.
I lost you a little bit there, fam. But yeah, that's okay. So you say you're on your last day of PTO. You about to hit this tour. That's exciting. Let me see. I got the flyer up in here. That's the Road Warriors tour, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Who's on that one with
Yeah,
you?
the Road Warriors tour. We kind of broke it off into a couple. The homie Blade, 3LADE, and I got a couple different homies, Hippie K and a girl that's Rocco. They've been hopping on a couple different dates, whatever makes sense. This is kind of more or less like a Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday type of couple days. Do it each weekend, you know, of August, and yeah, so we have pretty much shows every weekend of August. It's the Road Warriors tour, doing a couple weekend runs.
Man, that audio is clipping bad, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, it is popping a little bit. Let me.
Dang, where we go live? It's going too loud, you said?
It sounds like it's peaking or some shit.
Yeah, it is clipping a little bit. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. How about now?
Maybe try that, or we could go try phone speaker again. Whatever.
We just want to, we just want to make sure.
Can you hear me now? Yo, what's up? Check. Yeah, don't want anything. The audio has to be on point.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Is it loud?
I can hear you, and I can understand you, but it's coming with a popping effect, like after like a clipping, popping noise.
Huh. I don't know what I could do on my end.
Yeah, I was just looking to see if I could edit anything, but I think I've got it. It's not quite peaking on my end. Did you go back to the speakerphone?
No, I didn't, but we could try that.
We can give it a run. Yeah, let's see if that works.
Just to play with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to get the fans what they need.
This
the Road Warriors tour. Hear any better?
Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah, let's talk Road Warriors tour.
That is better.
Yeah.
Yes, tremendously.
That flyer looks crisp, bro. Who did the flyer for you?
Yeah, that's Loon Corleone out of KC. He's been doing a lot of hot ones. He did the 816 Day 5-year anniversary festival. Like, yeah, I pretty much go through him through most of my shit.
Okay. Yeah, that's the homie that does a lot of stuff for the homie D-Loke, too. Shout out D-Loke, the Gill God out of Kansas City.
Yeah. Yeah, D-Loke, Loon Corleone. People say, yeah, he's one of the best graphic guys in the city, but yeah, he is real nice with it.
For sure. All right, so for the viewers that are just tuning in, tell folks a little bit about who you are and what you do in music.
Yeah, for sure. My name's About the Music, ATM and 93 and Alive. We're a booking company and record label based out of Kansas City, Lawrence, Kansas area. Been going for 5 years strong as far as booking under the name 93 and Alive. But yeah, I'm an artist and I'm an artist manager and a promoter. Do a lot of different hats out of Kansas City, but regional, we try to touch all of our base. That's why we're coming to Des Moines Thursday. We try to touch, all of our markets at least once or twice a year. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing and what I've been doing, and just working hard and grinding as hard as the next guy, you know.
What is your reasoning for wanting to be a promoter? What drives you to continue to book shows? And how did you get into that?
Just to give opportunity to the local artists, that was what the first thing was, to like, before I even booked these big shows, you know, before I even booked the big names, it was to show who's the best in your city. Like, if you can't go to a city like, you know, Topeka or Kansas City or Lawrence or Wichita, and like, who's the best people in the city, you know? So it all started with wanting to put artists on and promote. You know, you have a lot of dope talent in your city, but you're not getting opportunities because no promoters are putting on local shows and local artists. It's just, you know, they're bringing big guys to town, pay to play slots, whatever it might be. So that's what it drove me to be. In the beginning was just like to put on for myself and the homies and the local artists in the city, and just kind of build up scenes and show, you know, this is kind of what you're missing out on, and these guys are right underneath your nose, talented in your own city type of thing. So.
Hell yeah.
Was it one of those things where you personally felt like you had trouble getting on shows, you know, big shows and shit like that, to where you was like, shit, I'm gonna just throw on myself, or was getting on shows never an issue for you?
So more or less, yeah, kind of like a mixture. So right after COVID, I jumped right into booking, and I didn't even give myself the chance to like worry about waiting to be booked or paying to play. I just took it into my own hands, and me and the homie just started seeing the venues that were starting to book shows post COVID, and we started hitting them up immediately. And instead of waiting, we just, you know, went straight to the source and started building showcases and like putting on the homies and going to different cities and whatnot.
There you go. I dig it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so so you got a decent little run coming up here. Tell folks where you're going to be on this next run. You said you got Des Moines on the Road Warriors tour coming up.
Yeah, so we just did Springfield area on Saturday, and then we're doing Des Moines on Thursday, and Friday we're going to Lincoln, and then actually we're making a stop the Westport Bowery in Kansas City. We're doing a 5-year anniversary festival to, you know, celebrate all that we've done with a lot of vendors, like a bunch of artists, DJs, live on-site interviews. You know, it's going to be a really good time. And then we got Wichita and Tulsa on the 30th and the 31st. So 30th is Tulsa, and then Wichita is the 31st. So just kind of playing it safe, like I said, touching our markets, Tulsa, the Omaha, Nebraska, Des Moines, Springfield, you know, stuff that makes sense. 3 to 5 hours. It's so hard to, you know, get to anywhere too dope driving. You got to hop on a plane or take off a lot of time just to get to Colorado from where we're at, or, you know, a big market like Texas or.
And your time doing this promotion stuff and doing tours, have you found that it's been lucrative or kind of hit and miss, or are you always in the hole, do you feel like?
So yeah, like I'm starting to do these 93 and Alive series. Like, since I'm doing the festival, I was putting out these series of, you know, connections and kind of the build up of 93 and Alive and kind of the story. It was just kind of like some behind the scenes and stories. So it's kind of like leading up to the festival, I was just telling people some back stuff that, you know, a lot of people haven't heard. And I'll tell people it was always about, you know, putting on the homies and meeting new people in the network. It was never money or lucrative. So like I tell people, like, if you think that I'm out here pocketing stuff, or I'm out here, you know, breading, or I've never made a payout where I thought I was going to quit my job, you know, I never, you know, it's never been some, you know, it's never been like, you know, I'm just like ATM money banks, like that name's one thing, but, you know, it's like, Absolutely. But no, it's very tough, but that's why you band, you know, 2 to 4 homies together, split B&B, get the locals to make some money. You make some money. You know, whenever I do local shows, I don't ever put a ticket limit on it. Just do the best you can. If you make, you know, some sales, you get percentage of some sales, and we get some sales, and you have a good, you know, we have a good show. But like you said, it's like, it's really hard to be in the green when you're doing independent tours, and it's hard
you gotta let it shit.
Come out on top. Yeah, it's hard to come out on top. So like, you think about the lodging, the eating, the gas, and then everything else, that anything extra you want to do. And if you have 20 people at $10 a head, you know, it's $200. You know, $200 in this day and age for each date ain't really
That's real.
yeah, it ain't really making costs. So, but
Yeah.
we're just trying to. It's hard, and people give up at this stage when you're trying to expand and you're trying to build a network and you're trying to put in the work because a lot of people, will give up or they couldn't really endure how much artists sacrifice just to try and get their music heard. And it's wild the loops and the obstacles that people go through just to see a little bit of recognition or daylight.
I think Steve said it best, man. You gotta love it.
Yeah, you definitely gotta love this
Yeah.
shit. Like it's not an easy
No,
job.
I love the grind.
Yeah, you're always out there hustling. You know what I mean? When everybody else is heading for bed, you're working on a flyer or you're planning the next move or doing a podcast with somebody and trying to talk about it and spread the word. And I mean, you're always out there. You know what I mean? It's hard work.
Yeah, whenever they say the grind never stops, like it really this life consumes you, and I'm sure you guys know, whenever you get into it, it consumes you, where everything every day you think, your family, your work life, you're thinking about writing a song, you're thinking about booking a show, you're thinking about hitting up this artist promoter. Once you are in the game, it just I wouldn't say it's all you think about, but it just you're on the constant and I work from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. every day answering stuff for people that message me. My line's always open. That's one thing is you stay available and you stay active. People will see you. I make posts every day and people, are too lazy or whatever, not motivated enough to make even a post about their music every day. And I'll tell everybody, if you're sad, you're mad, you're happy, you're depressed, stuff's not good in your life, you got to stay consistent and do it no matter how you're feeling at home. That's what's gonna that's how you're gonna build your network and keep your fans engaged is just by the social media that we live today. If you're not gonna see people at a concert once or twice in a quarter, how are you gonna stay engaged with your fans and your people?
Amen. People like to see that all sides of it. You know what I mean? They want to know that they're connecting with somebody that's a real person too, and they want to see that behind the scenes. You know what I mean? That's why this social media shit thrives so much, is because people can check in and see somebody go live any time of day or whatever, and they get to see all sides of the artist anymore. You know what I mean? It ain't just we drop an album and then disappear for 12 months and then drop another album. You know what I mean? It's you constantly jumping on a live or dropping a new single or a video or whatever. You know what I mean? You pop up at somebody else's show, like, fuck it, I'm here with Tech Nine or whoever, so yeah.
Man, what promoters?
Like you said, from the personal, from the darkness to the light, Oh, sorry, Ray.
Go ahead, bro.
What'd you say,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, from the darkness to the light, from people talk about your personal life to when you're sad. I know Ray follows me. Probably, I don't know how busy Steve is, how social media you are, but you post your personal life and your downs, and you talk about your wins. People is a medium of people love to see both. I mean, it's sad where people like to see people down and people get attracted to negativity and stuff. But once you work the algorithm and you work online for so long, a lot of people are you good, bro? It's yeah, I'm good, but trying to get this algorithm popping, Yeah. For real.
Hey man, what promoters influenced you? You know what I'm saying?
What promoters? What
promoters influenced you?
I mean, just coming from Kansas City, I'd be lying to say if I already told Tech to his face, everything that my model of my company is based on, what you guys done as independency. But as far as I would say more venue owners doing it themselves, influenced me to be a promoter. But I would say any in town, because I mean, I'm not trying to talk bad, but it's just none I could pretty much replicate my model off of. There's none that I could be I want to run like that guy. There's a couple in town that do good work and they, they're about their business. But I would say the venues and seeing how much they put in, people that are there all day, all night, like Eric Brown at the freaking Lefties, how much that dude puts in. Just I would say as being an independent promoter, because I guess when you come up as an independent promoter, you try to take care of those around you. And whenever I got, started, I was throwing some good shows with Eric and Topeka. I was showing good shows with Brian, all these guys, Vivo in Overland Park, Kansas, all these built relationships. So I would say I just took care of the venue owners, and I started up as an independent promoter. But there is some in the city, but not really nationally or anybody big dogs. But like I said, Strange Music always being independent in the way they moved and started in the city, and just all they did for their artists to the shows to the merch to pretty much everything, the ciphers, they had that peak, and everybody knows that they had that peak of Brother Lynch Hung, Ritz, Cut, Mayday, all those guys, man. So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, it's just like when 93 in a Live's roster, to get up to something as cool as that, it's just cool to be acknowledged by, I would say, people that you looked up to your whole life and you admire. Like I met Tech and obviously Travis and a lot of those Strange guys just through this music stuff the last 5 years, and it's just kind of cool just to, they're not like passing the torch, but they know, like, little bro, I saw your face 5 times within 1 year. Like, what the hell are you doing,
Something right.
Hell yeah. Let's talk about this this upcoming gig you got going. You and a handful of other promoters kind of teamed up together on something that looks really exciting to me. You've got an event October 30th at the Record Bar with down in Kansas City. It's the last Wednesday tour. It looks like it's nice enough. 93 and Alive and a handful of other promoters and artists on this. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, man. Shout out Strawstone and Nice Enough, of course, and Metro, Aaron over at Metro on the Iowa shit, So shout out to those guys for not only bringing it to Kansas City, but, throwing me as a partner on as a third partner. Like, that's love when, you bring in big shows to the area and you keep me involved still, So it's all love to those guys. But, yeah, I mean, Jaron Benton, Whitney Payton, Otis, and then Chris Webby, the headliner. I mean, that's just a stacked lineup. And I know they did numbers last time they came through this market. So, like, I'm expecting a good one. Hallows Eve, it's going to be a good show. I'm going to get the homies Polly Kid and Dex from 93 and Alive. They're doing a set. So, yeah, plug them in. Got to get one opener, like I said, just to be involved when people think of me when they come to the city, and, like, just to put, tag me in whenever they don't have to. It's just remarkable, after all these years of being involved with them, they don't have to do it, but they did it, and so hopefully I have a couple different promoters I work with that come through Kansas City, and every time they need a date, they just, hey, will you get the hold up for the venue? And, they make it really easy on me. Like, I don't really have much on the line other than, let's throw a good show. So I would be stupid to turn it away, So
Hell yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's very
exciting. It's really been cool for my resume and just like my company to be affiliated with these shows, and the guys, like I said, that bring some bigger artists out, and they, tag me in every time. So it's just pretty awesome to be able to put my guys on big shows and just, push these shows locally for regional promoters, national promoters, stuff like that.
Hell yeah. Is this going to be your first time working with Chris Webby, or have you worked with him in the past, Jaron Benton?
Yeah, so first time with Webby, second time with Jaron, and Whitney, I think this is like fourth time. I feel like every independent tour she ends up on, like, man, she's a hustler. I respect her. I've worked with her with Chris Calico's tour, and then she was on her own tour whenever we booked her own tour, and then she was on with Kung Fu Vampire too. I'm like, man, she's well known around Kansas City. But yeah, I mean, Webby I've never worked with, but super excited to get him out here. I mean, they did the Madrid Theater last time they were here, and it's a pretty big venue. It's smaller, or it's bigger than Record Bar, so they kind of cut back a little bit. I think they're more like 600, so this is like 350, 400. So it'll be, elbow to elbow balcony, sold out type of cool. I'm guessing, you gotta manifest that stuff, right?
For sure. That's exciting. Yeah, this is a stacked lineup, man. Jaron Benton's been on the show. Chris Webby's been on the show, and Whitney's been on the show. I got something lined up with Otis next go around. I'm gonna try and catch him and get him on here. But I'm definitely excited.
Well, I'm surprised you never got Otis. How many times he's been out there in Des Moines?
I know. We've tried to line it up a couple different times, but schedules just didn't quite line up. But shout out to Otis Julius. He is a phenom. You know what I mean? That dude is going to. He's on a whole nother level, and that dude's cutting a cloth on his own. You know what I mean?
He's mastered.
He's definitely
participation
in the mix with a lot of good shows and tour packages, and he's got some good opportunities the last few years. So got good music, good people, and just keep on elevating.
Hell yeah. Yeah, his rate, like you were saying, with the pizza, feeding people pizza on stage and stuff. His crowd participation is on another level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. his marketing. Yeah, he definitely thinks about what's next. Like he always like the '90s tour. Yeah, the pizza party tours, and
this motherfucker
him and
giving out
Stroller are good
Mountain
duo.
Dews at the
So.
show and shit.
Yeah, he needs sponsored by Pepsi and Domino's. You know what I mean? Because they ain't start getting some of them
No,
pizzas a
for
little
real.
cheaper.
Well, he was telling me when we did that pizza party tour that a couple places were just like they're down to donate it just for the cause, just once they checked him out. I mean, that's love,
Hell yeah.
A couple pies on the house.
Hell yeah. Man, I'm seeing a lot of other tours kicking off. That Mexican OT has a big tour coming up that's pretty exciting. That's going to be here in Des Moines.
That's dope.
Yeah. I reached out to them today. I'm interested in maybe seeing what they got shaking, and see if we can't maybe get Mexican OT on here. I know I've worked with some of the folks that he runs with, and so that'd be dope to be able to get him on here with us as well at one time. Have you ever you ever work with that dude at all? I know he hits every city in the country.
Well, what's crazy is we did this Missouri Expo Cannabis Expo, first time they ever did it at the Sprint Center, and we got an opening set somehow, and Juicy J and Mexican OT were the headliners, and I don't know what happened exactly. I can't speak on that, but Juicy J didn't show. Something happened with in between, whatever, the promoter and the artist, but Mexican OT headlined that thing and popped out, and our drummer Flex the drummer got the session drum for him, like 3 songs. I was like, he's like, you care if I hop on the set? And the dude got up there and got to play for Mexican OT, but yeah, they cool. We went out back and blew something down and chopped it up with them, got their number, got Drody's number and Peso. Like, yeah, I mean, got to kick it with them for a good hour or something.
Oh damn, cool. Bro, you love to hear stories like that. That's dope.
Yeah, and like in the moment, you're just thinking like, what is life? Because like we're backstage, and I see like Chris, and that's the first time I ever met Tech on my own or whatever. I never bought a VIP. I always told myself I'm gonna meet him on my own time. Like I ain't gonna buy a VIP. I've been to 12 Tech shows, and I always just said I'm gonna meet Tech on my own. And then I turn around, and he's just standing there in the darkness, like right by the stage, watching OT's set. And I was like, bruh. And and then Chris Calico walking through the back, and I was like, man. I was pretty starstruck. I know I don't really know OT like that, other than he's a dirty bad baby, that's or whatever that song. But I mean he's fire, bro. But he's fun. I would say, yeah, he's fun.
He's a wild boy. He's a wild boy, man. I don't know about him.
No, yeah, they just like wake up, he puffs something, rolls out of bed and then puts on that cowboy boots and some like swimming trunks or whatever and pulls up, like that man just like said, I literally just woke up at the hotel and rolled over here.
That's dope.
Up all night, sleeping all day type stuff every day.
Out of all the people that you opened up for, what's your top 5 that you're the proudest of?
Shaggy Tudo from ICP. I mean, my brother was a big juggalo, and we came up in the juggalo scene before any of this 93 and Alive stuff. So, like, to be part of, just one of the ICP guys, like, that was crazy. I know this is kind of a Kansas City favor, but Mac Lethal, I mean, just for what he did with the city, I was just, yeah, I mean, I was at, you were there, right? Lefties like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah. So, like, just to meet him in the flesh, same thing as Tech, I never met him outside of playing a show with him. So that was really cool. And he was really down to earth, cool dude.
Absolutely.
Trying to really think. I mean, I've done shows with all the Strange guys, but like, I mean, Chris Calico has to be up there for me just because I'm a huge, Strange music fan. And we got to throw a Chris Calico show. And that was like, I don't know, his wife and his team still to this day are like, they always say they're proud of me and they keep up with me, and we talk here and there, so like stay up with his camp pretty strong. Whatever we went to, me and Bailey Parker, Blacklight, shout out Blacklight, we went to play this festival in Florida on the beach with Jelly Roll and like Black Keys and Sublime with Rome. I mean, I can just highlight that show, but like that was just like the craziest lineup, like just to have like Black Keys and some of those big bands, Jelly Roll, and I'm trying to think of this other band, but that was crazy just to be on the beach and you're on the stage right next to the beach where you could like throw a football in, and that'll always stick out in my head. I think that's only 4. Trying to think who else. I mean, Mayday, they always, influenced me just with how creative they were with having the whole band and the rapping and the singing. But I feel like there's more that I'm missing. Fog Brain when you're so busy and different things. But like, man, I have so many. Like, I guess I could just look up I have this artist wall right here too. Since you guys all have your cool wall to show you. Yeah, I mean,
oh, that's hard, bro.
A lot of stuff that. Yeah, I mean, there's the man right there. Yeah. Fan art, freaking shows that we did. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for bigger and bigger shows. But whenever you're an artist and you like come up in the scene, I feel like you stop looking up to people more or less, and you start, seeing. I wouldn't say you're in the mix, but I don't know. It just at some point you got to find your influence from somewhere. But coming up from where I did, I don't look up to the same people I did or the artists I did. I just start listening to different music and different artists, and it's ever changing. Stay with the times, stuff like that. I guess. Why is this so big?
I was gonna say, I think your camera zoomed in on you a little bit, homie.
What did I do?
It's all good. We're just getting a lot of mouth.
Put it right up on the mouthpiece.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can definitely hear you. The interview's fine, but we're just.
Would you eat broccoli for lunch?
I know. I keep putting my ear up to the phone too because I can't really hear. So if you see me moving towards my face, that's why.
All good. So what do you got? I mean, we're 3/4 of the way through 2025. What do you got coming next for your brand, and what are you planning on doing? How are you innovating and taking it to the next level?
Well, we're just doing bigger local venues. We have a Christmas show at one of the biggest state-of-the-art venues that just opened last year. So that's like really exciting to get in there for a local show and do something. That's that warehouse on Broadway. So if you listen to this podcast, you're hearing some sprinkle crumbs that nobody knows about. But yeah, plug that in. But yeah, I mean, my October's pretty big. We got a Broken Side. We got Stevie Stone. That's another one if you're interested in Stevie Stone. He's going on an October tour. But then we're also I'm right now I'm recording my next Collabos album. Shout out Ray West for getting on the last Collabos album. Knocking a nice verse out. But yeah, so I'm working on the third edition of that. Always looking out for my guys, Blacklight, Blade, Flex the drummer, and a couple other guys that I look out for, and putting them on big shows and like opportunities, bigger opportunities. I'm really getting I'm just not the hip hop guy anymore. I book rock, I book, I book anything. I would book country, comedy. It don't really matter as a promoter, but I'm getting a lot more rock opportunities, and some of my, I do some rock music, and Blacklight has a lot of rock music, but I guess expanded genres, new, bigger venues, and then just putting out more content. And we're just trying to be as active as we can online. We've been with our photographer, shout out Ian Tucker. We've been shooting content, having content days where we just go out and we either shoot, promo for shows, or we shoot music promo, just like reels. So we've been scheduling once a month for just more content to put online. So just trying to apply the pressure, and just we're already doing, we're doing it, but it could always, we just got to see where to level up. And that's online presence and, like I said, bigger venues, more opportunities. But really, I wouldn't say this was a chill year, but compared to a couple of previous years, it was, it's been a fun year, but strong year. But yeah, we're trying to end the last quarter strong, but yeah.
That's what's up. Ray, how about you? What are you going to do to try and innovate and grow your brand with GFG next year?
I'm going to stop rapping.
Oh,
whatever.
Nah, man, it's all the cliche shit. It's all the normal shit, grind harder and keep on going and do more videos, all the miracle shit, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, I feel that. I think next year I'm definitely going to try and get some bigger interviews on EmceeTV. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to try and move around a little more, and really just try and drop videos more consistently. Make sure every Tuesday and Thursday I got something going on the podcast. Sundays we always got this show. In the wintertime, you know what I mean? We're always talking football and hip hop over here. So, you know what I mean? I'm just going to
football season. Let's go.
Hell yeah. I'm just going to keep hammering it and keep it going. All right. So football just kicked off. What was it? Last Thursday?
Last Thursday.
Okay. How we feeling about
July
that?
31st, right?
Yeah. The Chargers beat the Lions.
How we feeling about that?
Trey Lance balled on them. The Cowboys don't let go of Trey Lance and he balls. What the heck, bro?
Hey, Cowboys. This is not a team that you want to be a fan of. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's painful. Hey, I was a Chiefs fan for all those years. Man, we sucked before we got Mahomes.
Yeah, being a Cowboy is it's a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish this shit on nobody. If you really want to, if you want to win football games and you want to contend for championships, this is not where you want to be because all we care about is headlines.
I guess this is the real question. Does your team and franchise change once Jerry Jones passes away?
No, because Stephen Jones is already groomed.
Oh, no.
Stephen Jones is arguably running the team currently.
Damn.
Man.
All right, drop us a
comment. I thought there was going to be a brighter day someday.
Drop us a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Who's your team? We got a handful of people watching with us today. Let us know who your team is. Let us know what you think. And let us know if you're a Cowboys fan, how you feeling about the season this year. We had some new news the other day about Micah Parsons. He's leaving or trying to.
Man, it's all part of the fucking show, man. We do this shit every fucking
Send Parsons
year.
To the Chiefs.
It's part of the show. How else do you dominate the fucking headlines? Gee, you have your number one player talk about he wants to get traded and doesn't want to be there no more. Now everybody's gonna talk about it all fucking month, and it's just part of the show, man. We did it with Dak's contract. We did it with CeeDee Lamb's contract. At the end of the day, they'll cave. They'll give Micah Parsons exactly what he's asking for. It's a hype machine, bro. It's all for the media. Charades.
Is it part of the bargaining? You know what I mean? They're hoping he'll come down a couple $1,000s or something.
He won't, because the longer you wait, the price goes up. It's a proven fact in the NFL.
I would say that Jerry Jones will go down notoriously for signing the wrong people and letting go of the wrong people. But
man,
that's just I don't know if that's facts or just me as a football fan, just like, man, how many players have he messed around on?
There's some truth to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's 100% facts, but there's some other people like, man, Scott Pioli, like whenever the Chiefs had him as a GM or whatever, he was a cap like casualty. As soon as he ran it up there and as soon as he left, we were just drowning in paying for what the hell he did for years.
Hey, ATM, if you try flipping your phone sideways and then maybe come, you know what I mean? Maybe try and rotate it. See if that'll auto-correct. Yeah, it might. There you go. You look a little better. I mean, it zoomed out a little bit.
You look a little better.
It's a little.
I was just trying to get my forehead in there, really.
We got the face melt. We had a nice close up of that.
Shout out B Zeke from Florida.
So let's put some proclamations out there. Let's do a little guessing. The regular season ain't even started yet. We're talking football. Who do we think is going to take the Super Bowl this year?
And you know what the NFL is going to do.
Yeah?
It's going to be the fucking Chiefs because they're going to come back because they lost against the Eagles and they're going to try to do the replay. So
it's the Chiefs and who? Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl?
It ain't going to be Dallas.
Are the Jets going to be up in there?
Oh, shit. They'll go before us.
Jesus. I would say that either the AFC, as a Chiefs fan, I don't want to get shunned, but man, like, it's either they lose in the AFC Championship to the Bills or the Ravens, coin flip, obviously, and then I don't think the Eagles are unfuckwittable. You know, I think they're gonna come right back. I mean, they're just have too many good players. Their defense got better. They returned like a bunch of guys, and they're scary for any team, let alone NFC East, bro. Like, I don't know. I would say they're gonna be back. 85% sure. Eagles, Chiefs, three-peat. Chiefs lose again. Because that's just like that Buccaneers game. We just got outcoached, man. Like they made Patrick Mahomes run for his life, and same thing that the Eagles did too. So
who's Saquon Barkley playing for?
He's playing for the Eagles.
That's
right?
what I thought. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I mean the Eagles are definitely if he's putting up numbers like he was last year, it's going to be a tough run for anybody.
Man, fuck the Eagles.
I was gonna say, whenever he's a freaking rivalry, man. Same thing with the Raiders and Broncos. Like fuck those guys, but
man,
I would feel you.
You feel me, dog?
I would say. I mean, I think the Commanders have the second best record in the division.
Oh, fuck the Commanders too.
Go back to the Redskins already.
They punk ass quarterback. Yeah, I said it with they punk ass quarterback. Man, fuck.
Oh, you don't like, bro? I thought he was nice.
You're a nice guy.
He's fun to watch.
You're a nice guy.
Oh, shit.
He was throwing them lasers.
Fuck him.
So ATM, you're out of Missouri, right? You guys got the 2026. You guys are hosting the World Cup. Are they doing a lot of building and stuff down there for that? That's got to be crazy, right?
Yeah. So I know a lot of they're trying. I mean, I know it sounds bad, trying to get less vacant buildings. They're expanding more hotels. I mean, they're doing a lot of people like want to open businesses. I think they are doing something for local businesses just to get some of those, vacant places open. But I know they're expanding. They're doing the best they can. That new soccer stadium that the Mahomes built, it's pretty sick.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be down there in September. The Casey Current joint.
Yeah, dude. So right off the river, actually, they throw festivals in the parking lot, I heard. So they throw music festivals in that huge-ass parking lot. And just put a outdoor. Yeah, someone just told me, I was at a festival right next to the stadium the other day. I was like, oh, shit. That's fire. So not only did they build a stadium, but they built, big enough parking space to throw something like that. So
that's dope. It's
exciting. Kansas City, it's always been one of the big markets, but maybe we could, get even bigger. So
I'm going to flip the script. I know I asked you last time we podcasted, but being from Missouri, give me the top 3 barbecue spots that a non-native should eat.
Well, I want to give you say Jack Stack, Q39, and Arthur Bryant's. Those are 3 of the, three of the good ones.
That's strong.
But if you're not from here, you're not from the Midwest, and you go to any 3 of those places, I think that you should, get a good meal or a good plate.
Strong.
But, there's a lot of good barbecue out here in the Midwest. Even there at Wildwoods up there in Iowa, Jesus Christ, that was some of the best barbecue I've ever had. Honestly.
Wow.
Have you guys ever ate there when you're there?
That's the joint up in Ames, isn't it?
No, it's the Iowa City one, the big one that you rode up there, right?
Yeah. At the concert venue.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that barbecue up there, wow. But no, yeah, man, that's top 3. But man, that's some of the best barbecue I ever had was in Iowa, and I'm from Kansas City, and I was like, man, these guys don't mess around with the wrist,
Give me an honorable mention for Kansas City.
Say honorable mention.
Yep.
Give me an honorable mention.
Gotta think of another one. There's this really fire one when you go to Lawrence next time. If you go to that Beamer's barbecue, man, that one's so good. If you're in the city, I can't even think of another one right now.
Okay,
off the top though.
I'm gonna switch gears on you a little bit.
Okay.
So who are you checking for right now? Like, who are some dudes in the KC music scene that have caught your attention that you're like, oh, that dude's showing promise, or maybe even a mid-tier artist that's been grinding for a while that you think has potential to maybe take it up to a next level and maybe catch some mainstream attention?
Well, as far as that, I mean, I don't know if you know Marley Young, but he's a really good artist out of Kansas City. Roblo the Star, she's just different. I mean, she's been on a lot of tech stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah, so she's different, and I think that she has something for her that's just like whenever somebody has a sound that is their sound, and it's not like generic or it's not like you're trying to bite. Whenever somebody's like, "That's Roblo's sound," or that's Ray West sound. I mean, that's big. Casey Youngboss, I know he's making some waves nationally. Obviously, he's nice with it. What, did you know that one, Ray?
That's my doggy.
Ray got
I was gonna say that.
I got a song with him.
That dude's sick with it. But yeah, I mean, that's as far. I mean, my guy Blacklight, he's really. You guys check out some of his new stuff. It's hip hop, it's rock, but he's really making waves as far as what he's trying to do. So that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good basis. Just those three right now.
Hell yeah, I fuck with that.
What you think, Steve?
I mean, I think that was a solid interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely had fun. We definitely got to get ATM in the studio next time. Cool. I'm gonna have to have him.
Yeah, sorry, y'all.
Well, and this was kind of my fault because you and I were supposed to do the interview on Thursday, and then I ended up booking something down in Kansas City, and I had to run out of town, and so we just kind of threw this together last minute. So I appreciate you jumping on with us, bro. You know what I mean? It's always a pleasure having you on. And
yeah, guys, I appreciate you.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much. Until next time, this your boy, that motherfucker Steve for EmceeTV.
This your boy, Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And they know.
And our extra special guest today was
About the Music, ATM and 93 and live this Thursday. Come out to Lefties, man. Pop out.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Until next time, we out. Peace.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jumps. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice One. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like hash is clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé. Don't play with us. Them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the cake enough. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Big balls don't take